Welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by Comfort and Cooking. We're about to dive into this oven roasted chicken thigh recipe. The recipe that's going to keep your family coming back asking for more. Let's go over these ingredients real quick. We have our green and red bell peppers. We have our Yukon potatoes along with our nibbler potatoes. We have butter, our garlic, our white onion, carrots, our fresh herbs, which is going to be our rosemary and our thyme. We have our herbs of Provence. And for a little bit of kick, we have our Louisiana Cajun seasoning. We have our chicken stock, but if you don't have chicken stock, you can use chicken broth also. Now, to start the show, we have our bone-in chicken thigh. So let's get these washed and prepped, and let's put our cape on and get in the kitchen and start cooking. Now that our chicken is washed, we're going to dab the rest of the moisture off with a paper towel. Now, before we start prepping our chicken, we're going to preheat our oven to 375 degrees. I'm going to show you with two of these chicken thighs exactly how we're going to cut this. So we're going to cut a little bit of the fat away, but we're not going to cut it all because fat is flavor. You've heard me say this over and over again in my other videos. So we're going to start cutting right about here. And then once we cut there, we're going to cut these two stragglers off. And then we're going to fold back the rest. Now that all our ingredients is chopped up, I will let you know that we did chop up some green onions just to give you another option to this recipe if you prefer. Now for this recipe, if you would like to use boneless chicken thighs, that's okay also. Now for the next one, this one doesn't look as bad. We're just going to cut right about here, and then we're going to tuck it and then sit it to the side. And we're going to do the same thing for the rest. Now that we're done prepping our chicken, we're going to flip these over and we're going to generously salt both sides. If you're new to the channel, take out the time to subscribe and drop a like and also a comment. It helped me get the word out about this channel called Comfort and Cooking. Now after we're done salting our chicken, then we're going to use fresh ground cracked pepper. Make sure that you check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. Once we're done with the fresh ground cracked pepper, then we're going to go to our smoked paprika. And it could be smoked paprika, it could be regular paprika, whatever that you have in your kitchen. Because this is not for the taste, this is for the color. And I'm going to show you in a close-up that it's really not going to take that much. You just want to dust it over the top of your chicken. And that should be sufficient enough. Come on, people, this recipe is so easy. Put your cape on and let's get in the kitchen and start cooking. Our skillet is up to temp, so let's get these chicken thighs over and let's start placing these in. We have about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in our skillet, and we're going to start laying our chicken thighs face down, one at a time. Make sure that you check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and also TikTok. We're going to cook these chicken thighs for 5 or 7 minutes on both sides. If you don't have one of these splash guards, I recommend it because these are amazing when it comes to cleanup. Once we got that brown and beautiful crust, we're going to turn this over, and this is exactly what we're looking for. I'm going to show this to you on a top shot that our chicken is golden brown. If you're new to the channel and you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe and help me get the word out about this channel called Comfort and Cooking. Now that we've done that, we're going to replace our splash guard back. We're going to allow this to cook for 5 or 7 more minutes on the opposite side. Now that our chicken thighs are done, we're going to remove them from the cast iron skillet. From that same flavor and drippings from the chicken thighs, we're going to add in our white onions. Now we're gonna start cooking our white onions and give it a head start. Then we're gonna add in our green bell peppers and also our red bell peppers. Now we're gonna cook this along the way until they're about transparent. Then we're gonna remove those from the skillet. And then we're gonna add these back later. Trust the process, people. This is gonna turn out amazing. Now that our carrots and our potatoes are added into our cast iron skillet, we're gonna sweat these potatoes and carrots down. Now we're cooking this separate because it takes longer. Now as our carrots and our potatoes are cooking, we're gonna start adding in our fresh herbs, which is gonna be our rosemary, our thyme, our herbs of Provence, a Louisiana Cajun seasoning, and then we're gonna salt and pepper to taste. This smells amazing, and we haven't even put it in the oven yet. Subscribe to the channel and make sure that you hit that bell so you're notified on the next delicious recipe from Comfort in Cooking. Once our potatoes and carrots are close to being done, we're gonna salt and pepper to taste. Once the carrots and the potatoes have been removed from the skillet, and then we're gonna add back in our onions and our bell peppers, along with 2 tablespoons of butter. After that, we're gonna add our garlic, and we're gonna allow for our garlic to cook, but not so long that it burns. I wish you was in the kitchen to smell this. You don't know what you're missing. Now you wanna add back in your carrots and your potatoes and your chicken thighs. This looks beautiful. Don't concentrate as much as getting the chicken thighs to the bottom of the skillet because we're going to be adding a cup of chicken stock anyway. This smells amazing. Now that that's done, we're going to be placing this in our oven that's already preheated at 375 degrees. Now let's get this in the oven for about 25 to 35 minutes. Let's take our meat thermometer and check our internal temperature. But before I do so, I want to show you this meat thermometer. I have one meat thermometer that has the bottle opener, and then the prong folds out. Then I have a second one that you've seen in my other videos. But what I haven't showed you is that on the outside case, if the camera can focus in good enough, if you look on the outside of the case, it has the target temperatures for each protein. But I thought this would be helpful because you can use this as like a guideline. Something I wanted to show in this video to you, and maybe something you will be interested in purchasing later. Before we go any further, make sure that you drop a like and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment box below. Remember, this is what Comfort in Cooking is all about, taking these recipes and making them our own. Now that this is out of the oven, we're going to take our meat thermometer and we're going to check our internal temp, which is to be 165 degrees. So we're at 171, which is above 165. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to plate this up because this is looking amazing. Now, you know I had to put this on a bed of rice, and you know I had to make that gravy. Comfort in Cooking family, we done did it again. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for following me, and drop a comment in the comment box below and help me get the word out about this channel called Comfort in Cooking. Comfort in Cooking, I'm going to have to apologize to you because I started without you. But don't be mad with me. Let me know what you think about this recipe and what you would have did differently. Remember, this is what Comfort in Cooking is all about. Feeling comfortable in your own kitchen and taking these recipes and making them your own. I'll see you in the next video. I wish you was in the kitchen right now to taste this. You don't know what you're missing. This is good. This is good. Get some of these carrots and potatoes. Boy, you need to stop. You did that.